if you're not sure about your horse's weaknesses and you're doing the wrong training, you could actually end up enhancing those weaknesses and not helping your horse to develop the strength and the correct way of going that you're looking for. Many people assume trainers' horses are perfect. That's absolutely not true. My horse struggles as well with certain things. She has certain weaknesses and strengths. As a good trainer, you should be able to adapt to that particular horse's weaknesses and develop them to create strength. In this video, I'm going to explain what my horse Demi here, what her weaknesses are, and then how I choose exercises to help her with those. All horses have structural weaknesses, imbalances, asymmetries, and things that they find difficult and things that they find easy. It's important as a trainer to be able to understand what areas you need to work on and how to develop specific exercises in order to enhance those areas. Her weakest area is the connection of the pelvis. So she wants to have a hind leg that pushes like this, pushes her rather than that carries. And so with that comes difficulties in balance and difficulties in actually loading the pelvis in order to be able to flex the hip, stifle, hock, fetlock, and to transfer weight back. So for her, it's important to get her to be able to not only extend but also to flex. So we want to find a range of motion, not just have a dominance for one. So I want to think about choosing exercises that are going to enhance that. So I want to think about exercises that are going to help her flex the pelvis, lift up through the thoracics, and come up and out then in the neck. So when you watch the hind legs, they are not necessarily coming under, loading correctly, and then extending and propelling the horse forward from there. What they are doing is coming under a little way, not flexing completely, pushing the horse, and because they're not flexing completely, don't have the correct function. And so then the hind leg goes more out behind than it comes under. So the loading of that hind leg is incorrect. So it's important to think about what that means in an exercise. So exercises I would avoid would be exercises that overstretch the neck. So going too low, long and low, because that would just create far too much weight coming onto the forehand. So I want to feel like I can create space in the front and feel like I can think about where the hind leg is going. So I create a more uphill horse rather than one that is just pushing and dropping in the middle and dropping in the front. So a particular exercise I like for her is to do the leg yield exercise around the clock face, because then I have a very good view of the connection between the pelvis and the hind leg, and I can send the hind leg, good. There, she came off it, so the hind leg just good, that's better. So I want to feel that the hind leg does now what it's doing. Under, push, push through the back, through into the shoulders. Under, push, push through the back, and then extends. So you're feeling like you're connecting. So here I'm working on that left hind, so that I'm working into that connection. So for her, for this horse, collection is the way forward, and any exercises that is lateral, that's going to send the hind leg underneath. So when you get the correct positioning in the pelvis and the correct connection in the back can come up and then the neck can arch naturally. If you are not aware, then you really can have like the problems in the hocks and the suspensories and all of those kinds of things. If you'd like to understand what's going on in your horse in more detail, then that's what I do in assessments. That will give you all of your joint angles, understanding your balance, understanding what you need to do to improve. If you're interested in understanding function further, then I'm running a webinar on the 2nd of April, which is all about the middle section of the horse. This is the 3rd one in the series. And this one is all about the middle section of the horse and the function of the spine, what goes wrong with it, how to recognize if you've got a problem there. Also, if you're super interested in understanding your horse, over the last 18 months, I've worked to develop an assessment process, and I've put that together in a basic framework for horse owners. And I'm running the first foundation cohort of that starting on the 10th of April. I'll put all the links to the things I've mentioned in the comments below. If you're interested, come and join us. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.